Big finish today, guys. That's right. It is the finale for Super Metroid today. Before rubber meets the road with today's episode, let's recap the saga up to this point with the 2D Metroid games. So the first game, Metroid 1, or its remake, Zero Mission. The story kicks off with the space pirates attacking a research facility and stealing the energy-sucking parasites known as Metroids, and using them as a type of biological weapon to wage war on the galaxy. In response, the Galactic Federation calls on intergalactic bounty hunter Samus Aran, our girl here, to deal with the mess, stop the pirates, and recover the Metroids. Let's see. In doing this, she faces off against a number of the pirates and their generals and lieutenants, including her nemesis Ridley, who she already has a past with, and their leader, Mother Brain. That brings us to Metroid 2, or AM2R, the fan game, which is what we played. Hold on, we got a secret right here. Look at that. The Galactic Federation determines that Metroids are too dangerous to exist, so they send in special forces. Oh, energy tank time. They send in special forces to exterminate all Metroids on their home planet, SR388. They are promptly murdered and mauled by these increasingly evolving monstrosities, and we get to see bigger and bigger versions, all leading up to the Metroid Queen, who you face off at the end. At the end of the game, Samus comes upon one last Metroid egg, and as it hatches, she stays her weapon, right? Faced with the last little baby orphan Metroid, right? Perhaps she saw herself in this little orphan Metroid, because that's kind of what happened to her when Ridley went to her planet when she was a kid and exterminated everybody and just left her. So she has empathy and sympathy, it seems like, you know? Maybe she's questioning what right she has to just exterminate an entire species. What right do they have to life? It's very Jurassic World, except it doesn't suck balls. At the very end of that game, we get a little stinger. The first appearance of the X-Parasite, which is... Hold on. I gotta figure this out. This next part's gonna be a little tricky. The X-Parasite is the former resident at the top of the food chain on SR388. All right, hold on. We find out later on in Dread that the X Parasite was the original threat, and the Chozo actually, they engineered the Metroids to combat the X, but they lost control of them. But that's a little bit further down the line. On to Metroid 3, Super Metroid.
You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
So Samus takes the last little baby Metroid to a research facility to be studied, before she can really even warm up her ship to take off. The space pirates, led by Ridley, attack the space station and murder all the scientists and steal the baby Metroid before triggering the self-destruct mechanism. Samus follows the pirates to planet Zebes, the planet from the first game, and puts a stop to all the space pirates and their lieutenants and generals all over again before getting to the big boss who we're gonna face today. We're heading headlong to that confrontation as we speak. I gotta go find some more power-ups that I've missed. Let's power through that right now. Time for a montage. Iris, we got a tough decision to make. Over the next couple of weeks, we've got some new games dropping, but we've also got a pretty deep bench with our back catalog. And I don't know if I want to pick up something new and have that be the next thing we play for the show, or should we put a dent in our back catalog? What do you think?
Let's spice it up with a shiny new release, then we can tag in a backlog banger for dessert. Which one's calling your name?
Well, in terms of games that are coming out in the next few days, there's Silent Hill F. There's also a new Suda 51 game called Hotel Barcelona. It looks interesting. I'm keeping my eye on it. But I usually rock with his games. And then there's a reworking of a VR game that's made into a first-person shooter called Alien Rogue Incursion. And like I've said over and over again throughout our many playthroughs of Metroid at this point, I am such a shill for the Alien franchise. Speaking of the Alien franchise, though, just to contradict the sentence I said not too far back, we just got done with the finale for... All right, the Metroids are loose in here. We just got done with the finale for Alien Earth, and I gotta be honest, I'm not really fucking with it. Hold on. I said way back at the beginning of this playthrough, like during our first or second episode, that I was gonna wait and reserve judgment until the show's all said and done. But I was enjoying like the early episodes, but right around episode 7, I was like, something funky going on with this episode. I'm not really feeling it. I don't know. I think I'm kind of getting tired of the kids, the adult children. You know, they're kind of annoying. There's not a lot of action with the xenomorph, really, now that I'm thinking about it. You know, nothing satisfying with it. There's a couple sequences of it just going nuts and mauling a bunch of soldiers and scientists and stuff. But when it comes to Alien, I kind of want there to either be a very slow, gradual build, like a slow tightening of the screws, and just build suspense, right? And let us sit in that uncomfortable feeling, you know, when and where is this thing gonna show up? Or Alien style, where it's just a swarm of these xenomorphs running around and it's just a murder bukkake, right? There's no in between for me. But I don't really like that this thing is restrained, feels like it's kind of domesticated and is reserved and is like kind of just chilling and hanging out casual. He's like a big Labrador, you know? Not my xenomorph, is all I'll say. I like how I just got done talking about having empathy and sympathy for the Metroids, living creatures, and what right to life they have. And now I'm just picking them off one by one. One of the things I like about the Metroid franchise, for the most part, a lot of the storytelling is done visually. There's not a lot of dialogue until you get to like Fusion and Dread, but it just kind of implies what they want you to know. So we're at this advanced stage, and you notice like all the flora and fauna has just been drained of its life, right? There's a couple stragglers like this guy. He looks like he's having a hard time. Oh, and there's the reason why, right? There's a giant Metroid larva on the loose, and that's why everything looks like that. All right, it looks like we're next on the menu. All right, this is it. Your old pal Samus has got herself in a little bit of a pickle. All right, this is the end of the game, folks. Or is it? Oh, that's right. It's Junior, our little baby Metroid that we rescued at the end of the second game. Right? It just took it a second to recognize its mama. That's right. Right? That's kind of sweet, right? All right, we got to rub some dirt on these boo-boos before we get back out there, right? Samus will worry about being hurt after the job's done.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Iris, serious medical question coming your way. You set? I need your expertise. Let's say someone was attacked by a Metroid and brought right up to the brink of death. In your estimation, how many mommy kisses, approximately, would the patient in question need to make a full recovery?
2 energy tanks, 1 cozy blanket, and precisely 4 mommy kisses. Science.
All right, here we go. Knocking on the door of Mother Brain's inner sanctum, right? And whoop, there she is.
Little pig, let me in.
I don't think this version of Mother Brain really does anything. It's all bait and switch. Cram a couple missiles down her gullet, right? You have Dr. Aaron performing the frontal lobe lobotomy with a fucking surface to air missile. Whoop, oh. And that's all she wrote, right? Roll credits, checks in the bank, no heavy lifting. Somebody get like some Tupperware and some saran wrap, throw this in the fridge for later. Bum, 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 bum. Psych. All right, a little bit more work to do. Okay, let's see. All right. A little more formidable than just the brain sitting in a pickle jar, right? All right. Now she's spitting lasers and fucking fire grenades. Okay, all right. Let's see. All right, so just the procedure we're looking at. You just want to ever so gently just pepper the frontal cortex with some super missiles, like so. All right, all right, all right. All right. Be careful to work your way around the amygdala. Whoop, whoop. All right, she's gonna do that from time to time and let you know you're doing it the right way. All right. All right. Well, God damn it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna apply some plasma to the hippocampus, and she's gonna hit you with her fucking rainbow beam of death. Don't worry, you're doing it. You're doing it properly. It should incapacitate you for a little while. All right. I really do regret not playing these games when I was a kid. The twists and turns the story takes, as you'll see momentarily. Oh, and she's gearing up for another haymaker, folks. Oh, and it's Junior coming in for the fucking assist. Right? I unfortunately knew all about all of this. It's one of those things where like it happened and it just kind of it permeates the gamer zeitgeist, and you're somewhat aware of the story, you know. So I knew all about this, but I'm sure if it was your first time playing this, especially if you were coming from Metroid 2, like this was like a big oh shit heroic moment, you know. Great storytelling. These are like one of those early moments where I think we as kids and gamers knew that video game storytelling could rival like anything from cinema. Right, oh, and she's back on her feet. Right, and she's going after our infant parasite child. You son of a bitch! No, you monster! You done fucked up. All right, I'm gonna throat fuck this fucking monster with my laser cannon. Oh, no focused precision, no cool and calculating strategy. I'm just gonna take all of my emotion, ball it up, and filter it through this thermonuclear plasma cannon. Right? Rainbow laser. I'm just now piecing together that the Metroid absorbed her energy, the rainbow laser that she used to knock us on her ass, and gave it to me, and that's why I'm powered up. Brilliant. Give her a couple quick, hold on, let me figure out the tea bag. All right, and the galaxy's saved. Let me guess, yeah. All right, and as per the usual, at the end of every game, pretty much, we have a self-destruct sequence that we have to flee. All right, I think I get this all figured out. Let me see. All right. All right, I think I'm kind of winging the air. All right. I think this is even the same music from Zero Mission, right? Is it always the same music? All right, let me see. All right, the space pirates aren't really an issue anymore, especially since I have my rainbow beam of death now. All right. All right. Let's shake a leg. We gotta get out of here. All right. Oh, and we also have one small thing we gotta do before we get out of here. Let me see. Let me just... All right. I do not remember how much of this shit I have to get through. All right. All right, this is a little stressful, a little bit. All right, how much further do I gotta go? Okay. All right, fuck you guys. All right, I think this was the part that it's just slightly tricky because it's I'm sitting back from the monitor a little bit. Let's see, and the blue platforms against the blue background, while it's violently shaking, is just a little disorientating, but we made it. All right, okay. All right. Oh, but we gotta, like I said, we got a job to do. We gotta save these critters. All right, hold on. We gotta get out of here. Let me see. All right, quick detour. All right. Ooh. All right, we're gonna play Metroid Fusion, probably like in a month or two. I don't know, but it's crucial that we rescue all these little guys. All right, okay. All right, guys, you're free. Go on now, go on. All right, now we can get out of here. I think we're making good time. We're doing all right. Oh, shake a leg, Samus. All right, I think we got this. Yeah, we got plenty of time. All right. Ooh. Oop, overshot. Okay. I think we did it. Okay, get in there. Okay, guys. All right. Let it warm up a little bit before we take off. Our ship is like the equivalent of a 1988 Buick Century. Mission complete. We did it. Consider the galaxy saved for now. All right. And boom goes the dynamite. There we go. I'm really curious what my rate of collecting items was. I think I'm usually good for about 50%. Let me see, 4 hours. That's not a great time. Consider most of the speedrunners are done like in about, what, 30 minutes or something? Not even. Guys, I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. This has been Super Metroid. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. I cannot wait to play Metroid Fusion. It is the last game that we have to play. We already played Dread. But yeah, we'll be back before you know it. Let's jump ahead to see how I did on my rate of collecting items. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh. How much skin we gonna show? All right, 94. Come on. She just takes off her helmet. I don't think I did very well. I don't think I got very many items at all. Oh. But we saved the galaxy. All right, that's what's important here. The galaxy's safe. All right. Ooh, what do we get? Your rate for collecting items is 71%. All right, that's better than I thought. See you next mission. Yep, you certainly will. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Let me know what you guys want to see us play next. Or for spooky season. October is coming up. Yeah, it's a few days away. And I'll be back before you know it. Leave me a like, it really helps our little channel. Subscribe, you'll be around next time we play anything, but especially when we start Metroid Fusion. You want to be around for that. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.